So often, those of us who are not familiar with Israel's geography misunderstand this concept. In rare cases, the shepherds would find the plains full of grain in Israel, like the one that you see on your screen. Instead, they would lead their flocks by grazing through rocky hillsides and tracing a handful of grass near few moist rocks, the way you are seeing in your screen. This is real Israel, where psalmist was confessing, "The Lord is my shepherd." You see, the sheep are biologically nearsighted. They must rely on the leading of the shepherd, who can see from distance those scattered mouthful amount of the grasses. Our Lord, who knows where our provision awaits every turn, leads us one step at a time in life and ministry. He wants us to depend on Him and follow Him closely day by day, trusting that He would unmistakably lead us to what we need for now. Green pastures are not everything you need for the rest of your life. This is radically different from the imagery of green pastures in many people's imaginations. Green pastures is not the focal point, my friends. It's the Lord Himself. He is our focal point. We should pay attention to Him. How relevant and applicable concept this is in the unseen reality and future of the pandemic period. Friends, remember this: the Lord is still our shepherd in the pandemics and epidemics. Christian leaders ought to learn to trust that the Lord will lead His sheep even in crisis and help them find their daily green pastures for life and ministry. He will bless and watch over your family and all your ministry activities as you follow Him closely. Jesus is still the way in the time of uncertainty and at the edge of hope. Not the programs and events that cannot be carried on during the pandemic. It's Jesus. It is no wonder Christ commanded His followers 22 times, a total of 22 times in the 4 Gospels. Follow me. Not the programs, not the event. Follow me, the person of Christ. That applies even today, both clear season and foggy season of our life. During the Spanish flu lockdowns, Francis Grimke, a Presbyterian minister, once confessed that he was anxious about going back to pulpit with his church members and preaching on Sundays, and he was overwhelmingly falling out. He was not able to do so. Yet he later confessed and said he found confidence in God, who was in control of everything even during the pandemic period. After all, he trusted the omniscient God who held his future. God holds your future, my friends, even in this dark period of pandemic. Realizing that and remembering that is the foundation of doing the missions right in pandemic. History tells us that Pastor Grimke was right. When churches and communities turn to be stronger and better through what they have passed,